What's going on, everybody? It is your man, Big Dog here, and welcome to episode 159 of Doghouse, baby. Yeah, baby, that's right. We are at 159 episodes and still going. So I am happy about that. Thank you guys for being patient with me with all this nonsense that I've been dealing with. I really appreciate it. And don't worry, your patience will be rewarded, I promise. Anyway, let's get straight into today's topic. So, for those of you who don't know me, or don't know me very well, there is one of many things that I cannot stand in life. And one of those things is when people act like they've struggled when they really haven't. And when they do it, they act like they have this sense of superiority. And it's really bizarre to me when people act this way. And one individual in particular does this a lot. And that person is Hassan Piker, aka Hassan Abi.
Bruh.
As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of the guy. And usually he has a lot of really bad takes. And there was one that he had recently that just
Bruh.
it made me upset. Now, unfortunately, the clip of the original take I was not able to find for some reason. Even on Twitter I couldn't find it, because my assumption is he probably scrubbed it. So we're gonna use Abba and Preach's video, because they do have the full clip of him saying it, or at least they have the clip and the fuller context of the clip that he says everybody needs to see. So here we go.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome, a real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you, you know what I mean?
What did he say?
What the fuck? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Shut that shit off, please. Shut it off.
Come on, just keep listening.
Oh my god.
What?
So a nurse that doesn't have a real job?
You know what? According to Hassan, people took him out of context. So let's see the full video.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Social battery wise, unless you're in retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's
I mean, you are.
motherfuckers who are accountants in here, and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job, a real job, okay? I'm telling you, as someone who did both, 9 hours of constant performance and people-pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me. But I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type shit. But like if you're an accountant, or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, you give presentations for your job, right? Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like, after a while, you'd be like, I don't want to talk ever again.
That's the context.
Mhm.
I don't know which.
Okay, so we're not gonna go into their we're not gonna go into their take on this, but I'm gonna give my take on this. And before I do that, I'm gonna say this. I kind of see where he's going with this. I think he said it poorly, but I still understand. Also, to give a bit of context, for me, for those of you who don't know about me, I work in IT, and I work in a school district working IT. So I'm gonna let you guys what do you call it? I'll let you guys, I'll let your imaginations imagine what my day to day is like. So, when I hear things, hang on a sec, let me close my door. So, when I hear things from people like Hassan Piker, where he's like, oh, what I do is so hard compared to like a real job, I'm like,
Bruh.
what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, first of all, your job pretty much entails you pretty much sitting on your ass most of the day. So I don't want to hear this, oh, I'm so, like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. You spend most of your day sitting on your ass watching videos and or reacting to Twitter. Alright? Sure, you gotta interact with your chat every now and then, but again, dude, you're wealthy. Not only are you wealthy, you come from wealth. So,
Nope.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it, man. Like, I'm sorry. This pisses me off. Hassan Piker is the epitome of privilege. Alright? The guy, like I said before, not only is the guy rich and lives in a fucking mansion, but he came from money. Like, for those of you who don't know, his family, I believe, is one of the richest families in Turkey, which is his home country, I believe. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his uncle is Cenk Uygur. What the hell is going on down there? Anyway, yeah, so I don't want to hear this guy complain about privilege. Now, there is a part 2 to this. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna let Abin preach. I'm gonna let Preach have his take on this. I wasn't going to at first, but let's see what Preach has to say about it.
I don't know what jobs you worked at, but it seems like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you
Yep.
I agree. He doesn't.
saying people that are not doing a people-pleasing job. Sometimes the people that you have to sometimes the people that you have to please in your job are your bosses
Or coworkers.
or co-workers.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're doing those jobs and they are the one that are draining you. Your co-workers. Your definition of what a client is very limited. A client can be someone from outside of your work, comes into your work, and then you have to serve them. But a client can also be other departments of your job that depend on your position. That's considered a client.
And that's my case. Like, just because you don't have to deal with customers doesn't mean you don't have to please people, like your coworkers, like your boss. So this idea that his job is more socially draining than any other job is, where is it?
Not the cap.
It's straight cap.
That's people pleasing. You have to work with other departments and have to bend over backwards to just make sure no problems exist. You are people pleasing.
If every 6 months you have to have a report, and you're not dealing with people outside of your work, you're just dealing with people inside of your
Every 6 months, try every week.
work. And every 6 months, your boss meets you and it's like, yeah, we're gonna see how you're doing at the job. You have to please your people, which are your bosses and whatever tenders that there is in the company.
Here's the truth about our favorite champagne socialist, okay? He comes from one of the richest families in Turkey, okay?
Yep, I just said that.
He's incredibly wealthy. He's always been from a wealthy family. And so this trust fund baby goes on to be a very successful streamer and makes it. You don't really know about this hard work life. That's why a lot of these dudes who before the people never come from backgrounds that are actually of the people. He is top 1% today, and even back then when he was part of his family, he was top 0.1% in Turkey.
You know what? I want to see something real quick. Give me 2 seconds. I want to see if what I said was true. Piker family. Here we go. The sound Piker. During his senior year of college. Yep, here it is. Network co-founder by his uncle. Uncle Chent Uger. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. This is his uncle, Chent Uger. And he is the co-creator of the Young Turks. And I believe Hassan worked for them for a minute. Pretty sure Hassan did work for them. Hang on a second. Let me go back to Hassan's page. Dang, senior Packer. He was he interned for them. Yep, and then after graduating, he was hired by the network's ad sales and business department. Okay. So yeah, he... Bruh. Homie is a trust fund baby. Of course he is.
About Hassan, him talking
And
about work and everybody...
And he's a nepotism hire.
Misunderstanding, and they're being really stupid and low IQ when they're listening to responses. This is just a brat who's always been a bit rich brat. And he's talking about real jobs like he has the experience, but he doesn't. And
no, I wouldn't say he doesn't have the experience, but he doesn't have the experience that most people have. Let's be realistic here.
He's not the only one, because Asmongold.
Yep, here we go. This is part 2 of the video. So basically, Asmongold, who I don't have a big issue with Asmongold, but he had a take that kind of defended Hassan, and I really don't agree with this.
Okay, react to this. I actually like Asman. I think Asmongold is cool.
Yeah, me too. I don't think he's a terrible person.
Even if he looks homeless every day.
That's true. You know what? Before they get into this, let's go back. I'm sorry. I have to show you guys this because it's hilarious to me. Asmongold. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this shit. Oh my god, man. Look. Oh, actually, hang on a sec. Look at this. Look at this. Bruh. Listen, I know I really have no right to talk. My room isn't that... Actually, my apartment bedroom isn't that bad. Granted, I don't have a lot of stuff in here. But jeez. I mean, it looks better, but not by much. I mean, look at this carpet. Look at this carpet, bro. Jesus Christ. You really gotta clean that, man. Like, get some carpet fresh, a vacuum, you'll be set. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
He is my favorite homeless millionaire streamer. This has been my opinion, observing most streamers and content creators. Most of them are completely out of touch with reality.
So people are getting mad. It's a bad take. What's it a bad take?
Yep.
I agree. Most of them don't really understand what the common person goes through.
He says that he gets exhausted socially because he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. You really think that's not true?
It's not that it's not true. It's that it just, compared to what a lot of other people deal with, it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous for him to sit here and think that, oh, well, because I deal with a certain set of issues that are unique to what I do, that means it trumps anything else. Or at least that's what it came off as. Because usually he's so... Alright, let me not get into it.
That's not what he said.
I'm sorry, that's not what he said.
I mean, you really think it's not true?
That's not the only thing that he said.
Exactly.
He didn't say that he's drained because he's working 9 hours a day and he's talking to people for 9 hours a day. I can understand that. I can understand the fact that you're going to be drained. He said that his job is more draining than any normal job.
Exactly.
Excluding retail, to be fair.
Which... let me not. Let them
Life
take
doesn't
it.
work like that.
Nope.
If he just had said, my work, what I do right now, is extremely draining, you would have just said that. I would have been like, yeah, my man.
But what did he say?
I agree with Preach. I agree with Preach 100%.
Yep.
Had he just said, listen, what I'm doing is extremely draining for me, I don't think most people wouldn't have been so mad about it. Had he not been like, oh, it's more draining than an actual job? Like, bro, are you kidding me?
But you said
What gonna happen?
that your job is more draining than any normal real job. No. Fucking no, my guy. It doesn't work
Exactly, no.
like that. The world doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that. But what you're gonna include nurses? You're gonna talk to me about people in the force?
Yeah, but they're saying socially doesn't drain their batteries.
It could. You're dealing. What are you talking? I know.
Yeah.
You just
That is true. Abbott is trolling.
But I think his point is that a lot of these people who work in these kinds of jobs after work, they like to go out. They like to go out, grab beers. You know what I mean? Accountants will.
I mean, but that's not all the time, though. That's like every now and then. Hell, even now. Even where I'm working, we barely go out for drinks like that. Probably because a lot of us don't have the money, but that's another thing.
Do that, but then
that's not everybody. That's a couple
Exactly.
people. And if it was so, the city would be filled with happy hour would be every day. Happy hour is on Thursday. Yeah, it would be
That's
filled
true.
with people every night. Now, some people they go home. You know why they go home? Because after they go to work, even if they don't feel like it, they got families to attend to. Yeah, they gotta do that. That is so out of touch. That is stupid take.
All right.
And him backing him.
Let it play for a little bit, and then we'll go.
That after you spend 9 hours being investigated by thousands of people with
Do you realize you can cut your stream off at any time? Most people don't have that luxury, and Abbott and Preach are going to make this point
every
in a minute.
facial movement, everything you say, every word, with people constantly trying to disagree with you and fight with you.
Some of that is his own fault, though, because he just makes it so easy for people to disagree with him and want to take him down, because he's such an asshole.
That's not socially draining. This is totally understandable.
Do you want to know the biggest privilege these guys got?
What?
Oh, here we go.
They choose to stream 9 hours.
And there we go. There we go. They choose to do this. They don't have to. Nobody's making them stream for 8 hours straight. They choose to do it. Why? Abba's going to explain this in a minute. Because they want to make more money. So nobody's making them do this. All you have to do is just cut back on your streaming hours if it's that much of a drain for you. I'm sure your rabid fan base would understand.
100%.
They literally can turn it off after 4. They can turn it off after 5. But because they want to make more money, they keep streaming. And then they want to get up here and then complain about how hard it is. Who here gets to choose their fucking hours at work?
Not most people. Most people don't choose their hours.
Not a lot of people.
The fact that you guys even have the goal to compare yourselves to regular people when your extra hours of labor are rewarded with more and more money is insane. It's like the levels of disconnected people, like, why should we feel any sympathy or give a shit about what your struggles is? You're literally choosing it. That's like you do it for money and then complaining it hurts.
Wow, this slap
I love those analogies that Abba makes.
hard. Slap.
I love them.
Soft.
Slap.
Don't slap yourself, dumbass.
Exactly.
Nobody cares. You have a job where you're extremely gifted and privileged. Nobody cares. You choose your hours. Shut the fuck about your problems. And certainly, if you're gonna talk about it, don't compare yourself to regular people.
Exactly.
I'm even gonna throw OnlyFan models in there, and all the ex-workers and stuff like that.
Let's skip this for a little bit.
Do just to solve all their problems?
Not do it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is funny.
They have to turn that shit up. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
That's
Do it
hysterical.
again. Do it again.
Oh my god.
Do it again. Do it again.
Someone actually said real job. What does that mean? A real job is a job that you have. Bullshit jobs are the ones that other people have. It's just that simple.
No.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
That is absolutely not true. It's not that simple. A bullshit job is a job that anybody could do, but isn't really doing. Actually, I think I may have said that wrong.
No. Okay, this is what I don't understand if these people have ever worked. What a bullshit job is a job where you are paid to literally just exist.
There we
You're a
go.
number. Like, if you've ever
That's what it is. I explained it improperly. My apologies. So yeah, what Ab is saying is absolutely true. What a BS job is basically a job you get paid to just sit there and BS all day.
worked for the government, there's a lot of bullshit jobs there. Why? Because the government just got money to spend. They got to meet certain quotas. So they literally hire people. I've been
Take it from someone who's done a government job before. That is true.
told this at my job. You're there to look busy. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? That is a bullshit job. I could get my 8 hours of work done in 2 hours, but I have to not do that so I can look busy throughout, or else if I finish it too fast and I'm too productive, either they give me another bunch of bullshit work, or they'll just literally tell me you're reprimanded for not doing your job. What the fuck is that? That is what it's called, a bullshit job. Those exist. Those exist in huge numbers. And then there's real jobs. They're not the same thing.
He makes thousands of dollars a day. Him making takes, trying to relate to normal working people is fucking stupid.
Yep.
Honestly, that's not a terrible take. Yeah, he makes thousands of dollars. Why does he get to say that?
Well, there are normal working people that also make thousands of dollars a day.
No, there aren't. No, there aren't. Like, most people are barely getting by. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
So, like, I don't really understand, like, what your point is. Yeah, I mean...
My guy.
I don't know what working people you know, the normal working people that are making thousands of dollars. You guys know what thousands of dollars a day is?
That's like millions of dollars.
That's like $3,000 a day. Do you know how much that is over
It's
the
like
course?
millions of dollars a
That's
year.
a lot.
That's $90,000 a month.
Nobody.
You think there's people out here
Nobody does that.
making anywhere from 60 to 70, making close to $1 million a year?
Nobody
I'll answer that for you.
Nope.
There aren't. At least not in America.
does that.
That's not normal people. No, they're not.
CEOs from companies sometimes don't even do that. Stop.
This is the problem, okay? And this is what streamers and content creators, okay? Your job, okay? Is it difficult? Maybe, yes. Nobody cares. Shut the fuck up about it. You wanna know why? Because you're well compensated. Extremely well compensated for the level of difficulty.
Yep. He's exactly right. Especially the big streamers. Like, are you kidding me? They make like millions upon millions of dollars a year. Hell, they make more than most most CEOs make. Isn't that insane? Look, think about that. They make more money than most people in C-suites make. And this guy's sitting here having the nerve to complain about the shit that he does and doesn't do and all that bullshit. Like, you see, this is why people don't. And you know what? Hassan, I hope you're watching this. You probably aren't, but I hope you are. This is why people don't like you. This is why people don't like you. This is why people don't like people like you. Because you sit here and you act like you're for the people. You're one of us. You aren't. You are a trust fund brat. You make millions of dollars doing fuck all. Yeah, I said it. You make billions doing fuck all, and then you have the gall to sit here and whine and say, oh, my job is harder than a regular job. You know what? I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge for you. And you know what? Anybody in the comments, send him this video. I work IT in a school district, like I mentioned earlier in the video. You want to trade places?
Stop the cap.
That was the wrong button, but whatever. You want to trade places? And I already know what the answer is going to be.
Nope.
No. I know he doesn't want to. For all the complaining he does about how hard his job is, he wouldn't give it up. No, he wouldn't. And I know that. It's the same thing with, what's his face? DSP. All the debt he's in, and people always tell him, hey, why don't you just get a second job. Why don't you get another job? You know what he does? He says,
Nope.
I ain't doing all that. Why? Because it's too good for them. Because it's so lucrative for them. I need you guys to understand something about some of these big name streamers. I'm not saying you can't follow them. Not saying you can't like them. I will never say that. Here's what I am saying. They are not you. They do not live the life that you live. And that's okay. And you need to understand that as a person. They do not relate to you no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to deny it. These people live very comfortable lives. They're extremely privileged. Well, a lot of the big ones are, at the very least. And if they wanted to, they could change their hours. They can only stream for like 3 hours a day. Hell, I barely stream for 3. Why? Because mentally I could probably get burnt out. So yeah, while I kind of get why he's complaining about it, it's kind of fucked up that he's sitting here wondering why people are upset with him. Matter of fact, you know what?
All right.
Give me a second. I want to go to...
Obviously, as always.
Hassan's unhappy.
I cancel.
So, to preface this, I believe this was after he initially said this. Or he initially had that bad take. I want you guys to listen closely and listen to see if you hear any remorse in his voice.
On Twitter again, obviously, as always. Oh, fuck. This time it was for me saying that I run out of my social battery after 9.5 hours of streaming in a way that, like, a real job doesn't. And everyone immediately,
Never
like,
had a real job, dumbass.
I did. I worked in sales. So it was like a very social job as well. So I know exactly what, like, people pleasing looks like. And it's, like, fucking annoying and awful, right? So I was making a comparison between, like, my experience as a salesperson versus my experience as a Twitch streamer. And I was like, it's so soul sucking. Like, it's so soul crushing. And I can't socialize after that. And I feel so bad because I was talking about going to March's house. March had a housewarming party. None of you guys were invited because you're not cool.
I was invited and I didn't remember until yesterday.
I was there, right? And I brought Kaya and she was being the best girl, but I also felt like I was looking like an asshole to every single person because I was like pouting the whole time. I'm really fucking tired. I take one drink.
Well,
with
it's always the
March.
Hassan show.
I take one drink with, and I was like,
Okay. I'm not going to play the whole thing because...
get out of here. Like,
Fuck. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to waste you guys' time. But let me ask you. Did he sound like he regretted what he said? Did he? Because to me, that would be a resounding...
Nope.
No. He basically brushed it off like, oh, I got canceled on Twitter again. Oh my god. I swear. I don't know, man. It's people like this that make the world harder to live in. It really does. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying that because, in my experience, it's people like this that make life harder. Because they want to have their way. Because they want their way of thought to be the main way to think. Or they want their truth to be the truth. And realistically, no, it's not. These people, the minute you stop giving them attention, they fade away. Look at Sneeko. We did a whole stream about Sneeko last week. He's clamoring for clout because he can't handle not being the center of attention for a good 5 minutes. So yeah, that's what I got to say for that, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, by the way, before I go, I installed NVIDIA Broadcast and set the noise canceling feature on for my microphone, so if you notice anything weird with the audio, that's probably why. But anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Why don't you do me a little solid? If you're liking what I'm doing, why don't you hit me with a little subscribe? Also like, share, and comment on the video. Also, if you're inclined, why don't you give me a little follow on Twitch? Ooh, and while you're at it, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server if you're up for it. But in all seriousness, guys, I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace.